I was told I have to get a selfie. So everyone stand up real quick.
Oh gosh.
Do something like.
He's so subtle.
Oh no. You should have a number. All right. Good evening. Welcome all families, friends, faculty, and fellow SJH'a survivors. We made it, everyone. And that would not have been possible without all your support. For those of you who don't have the pleasure of knowing me, that sucks. I am John Henry Homolka, and I am honored to speak this evening. For those of you who do know me, you are probably thinking to yourself right now, this is going to be an unparalleled disaster. And you might be right, but I can at least promise you it will not be as bad as Dr. Rapp's haircut. I'm not sure why anybody thought it would be a good idea to give me a platform to speak, but here we are. Unfortunately, Mr. Talicki and Dr. Rapp quadruple checked my essay and cut me down to 5 minutes to make sure I didn't talk about a few topics. Here they are. Why the entire school smells, let's just say off-putting on the occasional Tuesday, how Kate Hicks got away with pierced ears, and the missing students that Muehlberger has buried under the mountain of sweatshirts in his office. Freshman year, a time of innocence, rainbows and unicorns, curiosity, and strange and unfortunate events. During an open house before freshman year started, my Aunt Susan bet me $100 that I wouldn't shake Mr. Talicki's hand and promised to remain chaste throughout my high school career while meeting him for the very first time. Like some of you may know, I do just about anything for a McChicken, and I can proudly say I stuck to that promise. Weirdest times of our lives. I mean, Holden Archer and Sophie Talicki, we had Gabby Wachowski and Nick Trahey, and me and that Zoe or Chloe or whatever her name was. It's a joke, guys. We explored our new surroundings, made new friends, and in my case, wish you would have chose different ones. By the time I realized how obnoxious, loud, and outright annoying Sam Summerholder could be, it was too late to get out without hurting his feelings. I'm kidding, Sam. We went on our first retreat, and all the girls became one big happy family. The beef was squashed, the sun was shining, then we got back, and in under an hour, they were at each other's throats again. But thankfully, as we graduate, we've all become best friends. I lost my spot. By the end of our freshman year, we tried to act like we had it all figured out. But all we really knew was that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell and where cops like to park on the roundabouts. My hands down favorite memory of freshman year, and he's gonna love that I'm saying this, was beating Coach Bruning 5 times in one-on-ones because he could just not accept that I could outdo his insane physical build. I would say I'm sorry for bringing this up, Coach, but I'm not. You win some, you lose some. Sophomore year, we pushed forward, determined to make it the best year yet. Our lives were changed with that tremendously deep skit where Josh Bick was God and Lauren O'Connor was getting beat up by demons. A very moving experience, to say the least. Our future as a class looked bright, with an enormous mound of new experiences, discoveries, and excitement just on the horizon. But that bright light of wonders we were moving towards was in fact a blazing dumpster fire caused by a bat in China. All jokes aside, that year was full of adapting and overcoming some of the biggest challenges we had to face as a class. We learned about Zoom and how to sign on and get credit while watching Netflix. COVID shaped our high school experiences and our choices. We went through something that is hard to relate to. Our parents, for example, rebelled by getting a tattoo or smoking a cigarette. We rebelled by literally having our noses showing over a mask or not wearing uniform pants on Zoom. COVID continued our junior year, but those challenges taught us to be tough, adapt, and battle each day to achieve the best you can. We all learned how to overcome adversity and tackle challenges head on. As we became leaders for the school, our class continued to thrive as we helped lead half the school at a time. And our football team led us to a state championship. Round of applause. Our senior year, things got back to normal, at least for the most part. We had the stands full of football games with the entire St. James community excited to share in all the successes of this wonderful school. The band was playing, our cheer and dancers were firing up the students, and we had 3.5 senior guys, Garrett, Sam, me, and Colin, or Marshmallow as my little sister calls him, running the flags at football games. And our boys went back to back with yet another football state championship. Our girls continued their dominance on the volleyball court and on the track. Our boys basketball team got third at state, making it the farthest in school history, and we all tried to stay focused on the classroom so we could move on to the next challenges that God has in store for us. And here we are. I want to say thank you to my family, my mom, dad, and sister. You are my best friends and I love you. And my brother Sammy. I want to thank all the families, specifically all the parents and guardians. You guys have given us the greatest and only gift that can ever be taken or stolen, knowledge. We are all deeply grateful for the sacrifices all of you have made to send us to one of the best schools in the country, to explore our faith and prepare us for the next chapter of our lives. Round of applause for the parents. I also want to thank the faculty. St. James is not about the buildings or the technology or whether we have a football stadium or tennis courts or a baseball field or an auxiliary gym. Structures break down and become outdated. The community and the faculty is the foundation and the secret to St. James Academy. You had to deal with us in our best and worst times, and you always lifted us up. Without you, there is no St. James. Although some of you, not me, may have had to spend a few days in Muehlberger's office for various reasons, we truly appreciate your patience with us and holding up the integrity of the student handbook, except for that one time I had to become the attorney for the entire student body to get your guys' sweatshirts back. You're welcome. Dr. Rapp always took care of us, made sure to give each and every student high fives every Friday, and reminded us to be honest, be excellent, and take care of each other. And although he always talked to us about important things, Dr. Rapp would always come back to talking about how he wasn't cool in high school, and yet he still somehow peaked at 17, so. I had a 3-pointer in his face during that student-teacher basketball game, and today he is rejoicing. Thank you, Dr. Rapp, for all you have done for us. The entire community cares about their students, and we are all grateful for all you have done for us. Round of applause. I apologize. I've gone on a little longer than I was supposed to, but I am my father's son. So, in closing, our class had to live through times that no other classes ever had to face. We were isolated, alone, and afraid, cut off from our friends at times. We made the best of the hand that we were dealt and persevered, my friends. If there is one message or piece of advice I could give you all, it would be to live on your own terms. Follow your heart and your head. They must coexist. One without the other is a dangerous way to live. Go out into the world and relentlessly pursue your dreams and God with the tools St. James has provided to us. And finally, live unapologetically. Say what you mean and mean what you say. In a world where everybody tries to decide how you should act, what you should say, fight back against modern culture with your faith and your intellect. At the end of your life, you will have to answer to yourself and God for how you represented your own values and ideals. As First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." I wish all of you good luck with whatever those dreams are. Thank you.